My name is Dr. Samantha Cross. They're gonna kill me for what I'm about to say. But if I don't come forward now, millions of innocent people will pay the price for my silence. 6 months ago, I was recruited by this man, David Archer, to work on a classified research program codenamed Nightfall. We don't have time for the whole story. All you need to know is that the cryptid outbreak in Colorado was only the tip of the iceberg. While the military fought the outbreak, Archer was smuggling cryptid specimens out of the quarantine zone. The Nightfall program continued in secret. They're coming for me. Find Archer. Destroy Nightfall. Burn it all!
David Archer. He was a top shooter with the SAS until he washed out on a Section 8. Now he's the shot caller for the Nightfall outfit. I met Archer during the war. He didn't strike me as the type to crack under pressure, but this tape from his psych evaluation suggests otherwise.
And when did this happen, Sergeant?
Pakistan. Swat Valley. 6-man kill team, black on black. The op went pear-shaped, but some arsehole at Whitehall denied extraction. Said they couldn't risk a diplomatic incident. They left us up there for 6 weeks, hiding out in those caves like animals. That's where I saw them for the first time.
And by them, you mean these aliens?
What are you smiling about?
Please sit down, Sergeant.
Did I say something funny?
Please, Sergeant, I...
David Samantha Cross, PhD in paleolinguistics. She was a rising star at Harvard before she vanished last year. Cross is some kind of savant, a natural code breaker. She turned down a 7-figure contract with the NSA to dig holes in the jungle. She disappeared a week after this interview aired.
Thank you for joining us, Doctor. What exactly is a polyglot savant?
Try saying that 5 times fast. I was born with a rare neurological condition. My brain processes complex patterns differently, like a code or a language.
And how many languages do you speak fluently?
I speak 27 languages. Or no, wait, 28. Including a few that haven't been spoken in thousands of years.
Why?
Dead languages can be very powerful. They're like skeleton keys. We can use them to unlock the secrets of the past.
Samantha Cross.
I've been here a month, but I still freeze up every time I hear that shrieking coming from the hatchery. Archer says it's a normal reflex, something hardwired in our DNA from prehistoric times. He calls them cryptids. I've seen specimens from a dozen different species, plants, animals, things they don't even have a name for, an entire ecosystem. It's the greatest scientific discovery of the century. Why are they keeping it all a secret? And why did they fly me halfway around the world to see this? I've been here, it's been 2 months. I've been studying the records of the Nightfall program. After the caverns were breached by an Odin strike, Archer discovered the colony in Colorado. He brought the specimens here. They found out later that the cryptid homeworld was a harsh planet. Its skies stained black from the ash of 1,000 volcanoes. A comet ignited the oxygen in the atmosphere. That firestorm incinerated every living thing on the surface of the planet. That planet was Earth. 300 million years ago. Which is why Archer hates it when people drop the A word. There's nothing alien about the cryptids. They've been here longer than we have. It's been The cryptids are a frightening demonstration of natural selection. Each species is connected to the others by a web of symbiotic relationships. The cryptids cultivate and defend huge fungal colonies called hives. The hives emit pheromones that stimulate the cryptids' cold-blooded metabolism. Rapid cellular regeneration renders the hives nearly indestructible. The entire system is fueled by geothermal heat instead of sunlight. They survived underground when the comet hit. That was the 3rd time that all life on Earth was destroyed. The cryptids are... After 3 months of sitting on my frozen ass, Archer finally showed me why I'm here. The surprise was worth the wait. We call it the obelisk. It's 2 tons of solid volcanic obsidian. Our geology expert tells me the glyphs must have been cut while the glass was still cooling, roughly 150 million years ago. The symbols etched into the surface of the artifact they're strangely familiar. I see similarities to Akkadian cuneiform, echoes of the Mayan hieroglyphs at Yachilan. I told Archer that translating a dead language is it's like solving a crime. I need the facts to find the clues. Like, where the hell did this thing come from? And what else did he find there? I didn't get the answers I wanted. For some reason, Archer and the others are keeping me in the dark. After 3 months of... I've hardly slept in 3 weeks. The translation consumes every waking minute. Archer brought me out to the hatchery today. He said I needed a break from the translation. He said he had something special he wanted me to see. We watched while it tore its way out of an egg sac the size of a trailer and proceeded to eviscerate a terrified horse that Archer forced into its pen. I can't get the sound of that animal's screams out of my mind. Archer was laughing and smoking a cigar like a proud father. I've hardly slept in I don't know how long it's been since the outbreak started. Minutes, days. I can't tell the difference anymore. Those things are still hunting me. I must be the only one left. It's always the same. Over and over. I run, they catch me. But somehow, I'm still here. I can feel their hatred. The bloodlust is driving them mad, but their fear is stronger. What are they afraid of? What do they smell inside me? Why won't they let me die? I don't know.
You don't need to know my reasons. All you need to know is what I have to offer and what I want in return.
You are a traitor, and you expect us to trust you.
I expect you to act in your own self-interest. I'm sending you a sample. Photos, research data, prototypes. Everything you need to confirm that my offer is legitimate. Next time we talk, you'll be ready to deal, or I'll take my business elsewhere. Perhaps to one of your competitors. You have 24 hours to consider my offer. You don't need... Make it quick.
400 million US for the live specimens. Another 200 million for the Nightfall research data.
I don't need money. I need a ship and a crew that can follow my orders. We don't have time to haggle. I need your answer tonight.
Why?
There's been a leak. Someone on the inside. We have to assume this location has been compromised.
How long do you have?
18 hours if the weather holds. After that, well, you saw what happened in Colorado. Make it quick.
We agreed there would be no further contact until...
We've got a big bloody problem. Someone sabotaged the hatchery. The cryptids are running amok.
Problems are expensive, Mr. Archer. You cannot afford another.
I need extraction team now!
Are you saying that you will not be able to deliver the items you promised?
Are you listening? It's a bloody slaughterhouse!
Then you can throw yourself to the creatures. Or try to hold out until the Americans arrive. I believe the cryptids will be more merciful. Goodbye, Mr. Archer.
I'll see you in hell, you backstabbing... If I'm going to die in this frozen shithole, I want to see the face of the man who killed me. There you are. You know what you're about. You understand what makes them tick. You're just like one of them. A cold-blooded killer. It's time you and I had a little chat, Dr. Cross. If I'm going to... I want to renegotiate.
Mr. Archer, our business is concluded. There is nothing more to say.
Take a good look. If I hang up now, this is as close as you'll ever get.
What is that?
A taste of things to come. I took these photos myself in the Colorado caverns. At this moment, only 3 people on the planet know what we found down there, including you.
And a third?
A woman of unique stand at the gates of the underworld. Dr. Cross is the key that will unlock them. You've seen the file on the Colorado expedition.
My people have confirmed its authenticity.
The structure in those photos is a kind of time capsule, an ark built to survive an ancient apocalypse.
You believe there are others like it?
I've bet my life on it.
And you know how to find them?
I know someone who does.
Good morning. How do you feel, Dr. Cross?
Like I'm gonna throw up.
That's just seasickness.
What? Where am I?
Please don't try to move. The implants are still bonding.
What are you talking about? What did you do to me?
Welcome aboard, Doctor. Let's get to work, shall we?
What is it?
A tombstone.
Whose?
Ours.
We've been waiting for you.
You. Where am I?
Not where. When.
It's like seeing through a window to the past.
Maybe. You're looking in the wrong direction.
Talk to me. The investors who bankrolled the Nightfall program believed my comrades and I were in the bioweapons business. To them, the cryptids were the end product. But to those of us who were aware of Nightfall's true objective, the cryptids were merely the means to another end. We knew there must be other colonies, like the one we found in Colorado. We believed the cryptids could lead us to them. I never guessed the key we've been searching for would turn out to be human. Now, I have new patrons, a ship, and a crew. Our journey is almost at an end. Dr. Cross is the beacon that lights our course. The closer we get, the brighter she shines. The investors 500 years ago, Aztec scouts reported contact with an army of fierce four-legged demons. The demons wore iron shoes and leather masks, and were attended by strange, pale-skinned slaves. You see, the Aztecs had never seen a horse before. They were so mesmerized by the sight of the Spanish stallions, they hardly spared a glance at the cold-eyed killers riding on their backs. The cryptids are like those Spanish stallions. Beasts of war, bred for battle, trained to obey. I studied the after-action reports from that first cryptid contact in Colorado. I sensed an intelligence beyond mere animal instinct. I saw coordination, communication, control. Something was giving the cryptids commands, right up until the nuke went off and brought a mountain down. The Aztecs failed to recognize the true face of the enemy, and it cost them everything. I won't make the same mistake. 500 years. In another lifetime, I saw Taliban tribesmen bring down a $30 million NATO drone by overriding the GPS guide signal with a $300 ham radio. If the Arks are awakened, we'll be the ones hiding in caves. We won't stand a chance in a head-on fight. But we can take a lesson from those mountain tribesmen. Sever the enemy commanders from their cryptid warriors. Turn the dogs of war against their own masters. We've learned a great deal by watching Dr. Cross with our cryptid lab rats. The cryptid brain is designed to receive orders. All we need is a brain that can broadcast them. In the stories, Perseus cut off Medusa's head to create the ultimate weapon. Soon we'll find out if that old trick still works. In another, I've been branded a traitor, a terrorist, some kind of crackpot Captain Ahab. I suppose I got it right, but I'll always be one thing more than the others, and that's a soldier. And right now, Every human on this planet has one thing in common. We're all at war. You see me as your enemy, but only because you are blind to the larger truth. The human race is now an endangered species. Our best chance is to join forces and strike first. I can show you where they are, and how to defeat them.
Let's start by talking about what you have to offer. Then, we'll discuss what you want from me.
I've been branded a
Let's talk about Alaska. Where were you the night of the outbreak?
How many times have I told you? I don't remember.
You don't remember sabotaging the hatchery failsafes? How does one forget the mass murder of 127 innocent men and women?
Innocent.
You are the guilty one, Samantha. That is a fact. The question is why?
What do you want from me?
The truth.
The truth. The truth is, I didn't do it. They did. I'm just a tool to them, like every other living thing on this planet.
Who do you mean by them?
Look, you want to crawl inside my head, Doc? Someone beat you to it.
You claim you were acting under a kind of, hypnosis caused by this obelisk that Mr. Archer brought back from Colorado.
By the time I finished translating the inscription, it was already too late.
How's that?
Do you know what a mimetic virus is?
It's a kind of behavioral program imprinted directly onto a person's subconscious using a coded sequence of words and images. In theory.
Theory. Right. We both know where this is headed, Doc. And you're afraid because you don't know which side I'm playing for.
I assume you're on the side of the human species.
I guess we'll find out. Won't we?
How did you become aware that you possessed these, psychokinetic abilities?
They've been teaching me, showing me what I'm capable of. Things you can't imagine.
Like telepathic communication.
It's not witchcraft, Doctor. Their language is a kind of algorithmic code, like software that runs on neurons instead of microchips.
That's why the cryptids will not harm you. They've been bred to obey these, commands.
Well, that's the funny thing, Doc. The brain of a cryptid is not so different from the brain of a human when you get down to it. We both know that I'm getting stronger every day. How much time do you think you have before you're on your knees, begging me to let you die?
How is your patient holding up, Doctor?
At these power levels, the feedback from the neural lamp should be enough to liquefy her central nervous system. She should be dead by now.
Is there a problem, Doctor?
Cross is no longer human. You need to stop this before we lose control of the situation.
Did you just give me an order?
The nightmares are getting worse. Most of the crew hasn't slept in days. We're on the verge of a mutiny.
Go on, Doctor.
You've seen how the cryptids respond to her. She's becoming more dangerous every day. If you won't put her down, I will.
You saw what I did last time someone tried that. If anything should happen to Cross before we've located the Ark, you'll be the next man I feed to the cryptids.
I'm sorry to bother you, Dr. Cross. I've just a few more questions. Is it safe to assume the race that constructed the Arks is now extinct?
Believe me, Doc, it is anything but safe.
I see. And how many more Arks are out there? Worldwide?
Hard to say. It was all done in secrecy. They were afraid someone might try to attack them in their sleep. So they created a guardian to deal with any potential threat. I let it know we were coming. Hope you don't mind.
Please, please, Samantha, don't do this. I can help you.
You've done too much already, Doc. I don't know how to repay
Father, Assault Forces, Oscar Mike.
Sir, White House calling on secure line. Stand by.
Mr. President, I wasn't expecting your call.
What the hell do you think you're doing, General?
Fighting a war, sir. We've been hit twice on our own soil. Now we're taking the fight to the enemy. My sources have located a second cryptid colony, twice the size of Colorado.
Your source is a deranged terrorist. You were supposed to kill Archer, not recruit him.
Archer is a necessary evil. He's the only man alive who's been this close to them.
Them? You mean these cryptid animals?
It isn't the cryptids that give me nightmares, sir.
We found them.
What on earth?
It's the masters they serve.
Poison is lethal.
No. None of this is real.
Then this shouldn't hurt.
What do you want from me?
Same as everyone else. I want to make a deal.
The bastards were waiting for us. They knew where we'd be and when. Barely out of the tunnel, and we walked straight into an ambush. They'd have wiped us all out if our guardian angel hadn't come to the rescue when she did. There we were, 600 meters below sea level, surrounded by cryptids. And who should happen by? Samantha Cross. What are the chances? Our angel says she wants to make a deal. A guided tour of the Ark, in exchange for safe passage off the island. Some had called it a happy coincidence. But angels and coincidence have another thing in common. I don't believe in either one.
We're close. There's a bridge up ahead.
Is that where your friends are waiting for us?
I didn't know I had any friends.
Oh, but they've had you, haven't they? Since you betrayed Nightfall and left us to die.
We don't have time for this shit.
Your frozen friends have waited 300 million years. They'll keep another few minutes.
I know what you want. And I can give you your Medusa's head.
You read my mind. Why should I go down there guns blazing when I can take off your head and carve out what I need right here?
You have no idea what's about to happen, do you?
Go on, love. Enlighten me.
The last thing I remember is burning pain as my lungs filled with gas, shattering glass, rain on my face, and this shrieking. When I woke up, I was inside the Ark, and I could feel them watching me from the inside. I felt the ancestors staring into my mind, so I stared back, and I saw the end of the world. They've always been here, watching, waiting. They're everywhere, right beneath our feet. They used others like me as their eyes and ears on the surface. They're about to broadcast a signal to awaken every Ark on the planet. They're gonna kill us all. Unless we kill them first. The last...
Godfather to Strike One, do you copy?
What's on your mind, General?
What have you done with Cross?
Nothing yet. I'm considering various options.
If Cross knows what the ancestors are planning, she's more valuable alive than dead.
All due respect, sir, I'm not keen to get killed over a load of bollocks. I can be back on the surface in an hour with Cross's head in the icebox.
Negative. You will return Cross to the surface unharmed. That is an order.
Say again, General, you're breaking up.
Godfather to strike one.
It seems I owe you an apology, General. Turns out Dr. Cross was telling the truth after all. We've located the Ancestors' hibernation chamber. Killing one of them was surprisingly simple, though I suspect that's only because the old beast was half asleep at the time. Once the creature was dead, we cut open its head and removed an organ similar to the human pineal gland. This is the source of the creature's telepathy. The military and scientific value of the specimen is incalculable. It will enable us to complete development of the Medusa device and give these bastards a taste of their own medicine. Regrettably, Dr. Cross was killed during the attack. We can all take comfort in the knowledge she died serving her country and her species. It seems we're done here, lads. Time to say goodnight.
Careful where you point that thing.
Sir, are you okay? I just lost it, man!
You wouldn't want to hurt yourself. Of all the people who are gonna die today, no one deserves it more than you.
Arclight to Godfather, we've located SIF Team 1. Package is secured for transport.
Copy, Arclight. Proceed directly to the Exodus launch site. I'll tell them to save 4 seats.
Better make that 5, sir.
I'll be damned.
Stand by for Air Force One.
Give me options, General. What'll it take to win this war?
The war is over, sir. We lost. We project 80% of the planet's surface will be overrun within 200 hours.
But there must be...
There's only one page left in the playbook. Scorched Earth.
Then it's over. For all of us.
The ancestors survived the last apocalypse in arcs hidden under our feet. But we've got an arc of our own. Hanging right over their heads.
We're on the defensive!
Pull back to secondary!
Chicago!
The President's confirmed! Repeat, President!
Godfather to Arclight. Report.
Approaching Exodus launch site. Wheels down, 3 mics.
We don't know if Cross can be trusted. Your orders are to protect the Cortex by any means necessary.
Copy that.
Anything you want to say before I pull this trigger?
Might want to fasten your seatbelt.
The Exodus program. When the threat of a doomsday scenario became clear, a secret contingency plan was set in motion to safeguard the future of the human species. A decommissioned space station was covertly retrofitted to serve as a self-sustaining orbital sanctuary for a hand-picked crew of elite soldiers and scientists, from which one day, our descendants will strike back and reclaim the Earth. The Exodus. Paleobiologists have a Latin name for this new breed of flying cryptid. The rest of us call them gargoyles. The ancestors' airborne assault troops. Silent, fast, invisible to radar, strong enough to rip the tail boom off an Apache gunship. They dominate the airspace over our cities and launch facilities. We'll never get off the ground if we can't find a way to break through. The Cortex, the ace up our sleeve. The preserved brain tissue of a living ancestor in a casing designed for transporting donor organs. I don't pretend to understand the science. It sucks up bioelectric energy, stores it like a psychic battery, then detonates like a neutron bomb. They say the radiation is harmless to humans. I doubt that. But when the pulse is focused and amplified, it'll flash fire cryptid's brain in less than a second. The ancestors. Our people have been studying the data collected during the Ark raid, but we still don't know exactly what we're up against. They possess both telepathic and telekinetic abilities. Their physical bodies are relatively fragile, but they can project a powerful gravimetric field to deflect attacks and perhaps even levitate. We suspect the ancestors are virtually impervious to small arms fire while the field is active. It's possible that the experimental weaponry Archer developed can even the odds. The ancestors. The Colorado Ark was only one of dozens, perhaps hundreds of ancestor strongholds. The citadels of a prehistoric empire that once spanned the globe, and will soon do so again. We lost Washington in the first 8 hours. San Antonio, Colorado Springs, every military center in North America, annihilated. The president is dead. I'm in command of what's left of the United States. We are overrun, and surrender is not an option. There is only one refuge left, beyond the enemy's reach.
This is David Archer. I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. You've got it wrong about a lot of things, like Samantha Cross. She's a sleeper, a double agent. Everything that's happened, everything that's about to happen aboard your space station, it's all part of the plan. Their plan, General, not yours. This is David.
They left me for dead once. Later, they saved my life. We're on the same side now. But I'm not the same person. Maybe not even human anymore. I can sense their fear. They're wondering if they should kill me. It's a bit late for that. Samantha Cross died months ago, on a cold night in Alaska.
Watch alert, stage 3! We're not gonna make it!
History repeats itself. One species falls, another rises to take its place. Countless lives were sacrificed so that a chosen few might be saved. They believed my power could make the difference between survival and extinction.